MAPPA just got done with their Stage Event 2023 panel, which is an event for fans to get excited about future projects, see new anime announcements from the studio, and of course to see new trailers and promotional materials for all of these most upcoming and hype anime MAPPA is coming out with. Many fans have speculated going in that they would announce maybe a Chainsaw Man Season 2, when the new and final episode of Attack on Titan would be coming out, and of course any crumb of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 news that we could get. After the event, however, some fans felt disappointed as certain series did not show up with a big announcement. So let's dive into the MAPPA Stage Event 2023 and review and discuss all of the news announced there. First off, MAPPA announced a brand new anime, and it'll be the first of its kind, as this new anime titled Buchigiri will be the studio's first actually anime original. This is a huge undertaking because not many studios are actually able to land anime original series perfectly. Obviously, some of the best anime ever are anime original like Cowboy Bebop, Neon Genesis Evangelion, Crazy Taxi, and Gurren Lagann, but seemingly for every series like those, there are just as many or more series with failed potential. That being said, I do think it is possible for anime to release banger original anime, and I think MAPPA could be the first to do such a questionably rare task. As for what they showed, the footage really took to fans, and the series has a much deeper color palette than other MAPPA anime that I've noticed. To many, this anime actually sort of looked like a cross between Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, which I think is a great start because these are both series that I adore. And it's always good to just have your series look and have those vibes of a classic shonen. We also have some smaller announcements before we get to the bigger stuff. The Morning Children, Nagiko and the Girls Wearing Surubame Black is a new film from Sunao Kutabuchi. It will be done by the studio named Contrail. As well, Marie Okada's new film, produced by MAPPA, Alice to Therese no Maboroshi Kojo. I hope I pronounced that correctly. That film will be coming September 15th and has a lot of potential to be a huge hit with viewers. A lot of people were really looking forward to seeing more news on this film. However, getting into the bigger stuff, another announcement that had people really talking, and actually me personally crying, was Attack on Titan's final episode being officially unveiled. Titled Attack on Titan Final Season, The Final Chapters, clearly they got their inspiration from Inuyasha. Okay, maybe just kidding. Maybe a little bit. But it's set to premiere sometime this year between October to December, meaning they're not fully sure when this will come out quite yet. Though, if I were a betting man, I'd put my money on November to December, as October seems a little too early for such an important series as AOT, and as well for a studio like MAPPA. As well, they showed a new visual, which some of the staff commented on by saying, this is likely going to be the last promotional illustration for the series, which that statement really hit me like a ton of bricks. This series has given us so much entertainment, success, for me personally at the very least, and comfort, and it is really finally coming to an end after all of these years. And that realization is just kind of hard to think about sometimes. However, for the visual itself that they showed, it shows a beautiful cabin with a backdrop of snow-capped mountains and pine trees with two Titan-like shadows seen overcasting the setting with a sort of red undertone. All I've got to say is that if you aren't ready, you better get ready. Attack on Titan's ending is one wild ride and one of the most epic in scale, and I cannot wait for people to finally see it. I think it is going to wow a lot of people what they're going to show. Though a bummer piece of news is that while Chainsaw Man had a presence at the 2023 stage event, there was no announcement for a season 2. This was a huge expectation because I think it's getting near that time to finally show off what the future of this series is. Though the bad news wouldn't continue on with an interview from the CEO of the company. Well, some people took it as bad news. He stated, financially, it was a complete success. However, I'm still not satisfied with whether it has the same impact as Jujutsu Kaisen, which I worked on most recently. Obviously, you can share your thoughts on this in the comments below, but the read of the room that I got was that they expected Chainsaw Man to be just as big as Jujutsu Kaisen, and it sort of was, and financially, it was as well, and really in all metrics it kind of was. but one. MAPPA wanted to capture the cultural and the zeitgeist in just those first 12 episodes. And honestly, I think it's going to take until maybe Chainsaw Man Season 2 for the series to catch on like I think they want it to, which I do think is still going to happen. The reason being is that it made its money back and was a complete success, as they put it. But the fact that the CEO is not satisfied with the series not having the same impact in terms of culture doesn't really damn the series or spell its demise, but rather I think he's saying it's giving MAPPA a challenge for them to do even better and work even harder to make it better and have that impact they want it to have. In other words, I think MAPPA sees this as a worthy challenge, and I bet 1000% we will be seeing an announcement for Season 2 sooner rather than later. Then, finally, we have really what we were all waiting for with this event, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. They revealed yet another brand new trailer for the series, and I must say, do not watch it. Not because it's bad or whatever, just because as a manga reader of JJK, which I will be covering new chapters of on my second channel, Bento, where I cover, by the way, new Chainsaw Man chapters weekly, I think with this trailer, it is best to go into the next arc not knowing literally anything about it, because it's one of those arcs where it's best to not know anything about it. That being said, fans were ecstatic for JJK at this event, and upon the trailer releasing, JJK has already on Twitter, I'm sure you've seen it, multiple trending terms worldwide, suggesting that everyone all around the world has their eyes on this series and on MAPPA, just showing how big and how new and refreshing this series is. Once again, if you want to know more about my thoughts on JJK, I will be covering weekly new episodes of Season 2 on this channel, and over on my Bento channel, I'll be covering the newest chapters of the manga. But overall, this event was, I think, a huge slam dunk for the studio and shows that the studio really is still at the top of their game, creating the best anime in the industry right now. Sure, it was a bummer that Chainsaw Man Season 2 wasn't announced, but I do also think an announcement is pending and on its way. It likely just wasn't the right time to announce it. However, the Attack on Titan news is also pretty huge, considering it will be the last of its kind. We're never going to see another event for AOT like this. And of course, JJK took over the show completely, outshining every announcement, and rightfully so. It was the biggest anime that they showed there, which is crazy to think about because we literally just got done talking about the final episode of AOT. But if you enjoyed this video, comment below your thoughts on the stage event, and as well subscribe to never miss a video, and subscribe to my second channel, Bento, and my podcast channel, the King of Anime Podcast. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.